Time in One Direction, and model Maya Henry began dating in 2019, quickly becoming one of the most talked about celebrity couples. Their romance, often in the spotlight, seemed perfect at first. Fans adored their connection, but the pressures of fame and personal struggles would soon put their relationship to the test. As their relationship grew, so did the challenges. Public breakups, reconciliations, and personal moments played out in the media, leaving many wondering about the true story behind their ups and downs. In 2022, the couple faced one of their most painful moments: an abortion. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Maya revealed that she and Liam had made the difficult decision to terminate a pregnancy. This deeply personal choice became public knowledge, and the couple, understandably, received a lot of media attention. Maya also told us that if it was up to her, she would not have done an abortion. She was heartbroken. While many speculated about the details, it's important to remember that this was a private matter. Abortion is an incredibly personal decision, and the emotional toll it takes on those involved is something not everyone can truly understand.
Liam Payne, why are you silent? It's that simple. Why?
He would always play with death and be like, well, I'm gonna die. I'm not doing well. I know the lifestyle he lives, and there is a day where something bad is going to happen. So I would always be like, okay, he's saying these things. I have to help him, because if I don't, I will never be able to live with myself if something does happen to him.
Liam Payne's ex-fiancée Maya Henry claims he recently predicted his early death. Maya making the eerie comments on the Internet is Dead podcast in an episode released just 2 days before the former One Direction singer died after falling from the third floor of a hotel in Argentina. He was 31 years old.
There was one time I tried to get him help, and then he was like, not taking it.
On the show, Maya opened up about the, quote, manipulation she experienced from Liam during and after their relationship, and explained how the topic of Liam's death came up ahead of the May release of her book, Looking Forward, a novel inspired by her time with the singer.
He would text my mom, I'm not doing well, have Maya contact me, because I wouldn't respond. And it's just always the same cycle. Like, for example, when I announced my book, he did the same thing. He called my mom, I think I'm not going to be around much longer. And I don't play with death. So I'm like, if you say this, I'm going to try and help you no matter what you've done. And I think he took advantage of my family's kindness. And I was like, if you want to go back to rehab, I'll help you.
The revelations continue from there, including warnings from a friend that Liam might die by suicide or under mysterious circumstances.
My book was coming out. Even one of his friends was calling me and my mom being like, oh, you know, isn't a good time for him. I don't think you should put the book out. You know, he's not doing well. And if something happens to him, not only are you going to blame yourself, but the whole world's going to blame you. And so I was like, just the fact that they just keep trying, I'm like, it is like you said, such a low manipulation tactic.
The two were first linked in 2018, getting engaged in 2020 before calling it quits in 2022. 2 years later, the 23-year-old hired lawyers to issue a cease and desist letter to Liam. Now, a source close to Maya tells the Daily Mail that after hearing news of his death, she is obviously in shock.
And honestly, ones that say she needs to keep his name out of her mouth. She's obsessed, blah, blah, blah. They broke up years ago. Well, I made a 5-second TikTok about something he talked about on a podcast. He was the one airing out everyone's dirty laundry on a podcast. So it's okay for him to talk shit, but the minute I make a 5-second video, it's over, right? Also, you're calling me obsessed. Oh, she's crazy. This would happen when you are with someone who's obsessed, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't even know what happens behind closed doors or in private. Ever since we broke up, he messages me, will blow up my phone, mind you, not only from his phone number, it's always from different phone numbers too. So I never know where it's going to come from. He'll create new iCloud accounts to iMessage me. It's always a damn new iCloud account. I'm like, every time I see one pop up on my phone, I'm like, here we fucking go again. Also, will email me. And he does this when he gets his phone taken away. Also, not only me, but he'll blow up my mom's phone. Is that normal behavior to you? But I'm crazy for making a 5-second TikTok about something that he brought to the internet, and is also messaging my friends. Not only was he messaging them, I found out later while we were together, so they could go over to his house apparently, but then was messaging my best friend to come over to his house when his girlfriend was gone, was saying, oh, my girlfriend's gone, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's the one that is constantly doing weird shit. And also, might I add, literally said, oh, the reason he has all these people on his damn Snapchat, which he has for years apparently, that he messages or whatever, and on Instagram. And he says that he preys on One Direction fans because they will always be loyal to him and they won't tell on him. So it's like, okay, not only are you and also you weaponize your own fan base. It's like, oh, people are also saying, she just wants money, blah, 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 blah. Who's paying her to do this? I don't need money. What are y'all not getting here? I never needed it when it's just not even a topic of discussion. And also, oh, she's just with him for money, blah, 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 blah. I never needed his money. He never even paid for anything for me. I literally paid for everything myself. It's not like I was going shopping on his Amex. Like, calm down. But also the fans that ride for him so hard, I will never understand. Okay, support whoever you love, whatever. But when you constantly enable someone, they're never gonna realize what they've done is bad, or they do realize, but they know that they can get away with it, which is what has happened to him for so many damn years. Everything gets swept under the rug. Everything gets hidden for him. I don't know who the hell is behind all of this, but nothing ever comes out about him, because either I understand people are scared, but also it's hard when you have these people that jump down your throat for speaking the truth on things that have happened, and quite frankly, very disgusting things that have happened and disgusting things that he's done. And he knows that too. He knows that he can get away with anything. He's told me. And, oh, don't tell anyone because they're not going to believe you anyways. Like, the fans always have our back. We can do whatever, we want, and they're always going to defend us. And he's right. That's the thing, is he's not even wrong, and he knows, and he uses that. So if that's who y'all want to defend, have fucking at it. You're defending someone you don't even know. You literally don't know him. I lived in a house with him for years. I'm pretty sure I can speak on my own experiences, and then y'all tell me, oh, no, he would never do that. Do you hear yourself? And then everyone is just sitting here saying, oh, well, I'm not going to go too much into me talking about the damn book, but, oh, that was all fake, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. I'm literally saying, no, it's not. But I think everyone wants to selectively believe what they want to believe. Anyways, this 5-second TikTok just turned into like a bunch of shit. But yeah, also talking shit about your bandmates and then showing up to their concerts. But it's always for your own benefit. It's not even because you actually just want to go support. You want to go stand up there and like take the attention away from everyone. And you're standing there, really? Because everyone's going to be videotaping you. And just like you did at Louis' concert the day my book came out, don't even get me started. That's going to be another story time of what happened before my damn book came out and like the lengths these people fucking went to. That's next. Don't even get me started with these damn fucking manipulations. But yeah, it's like this whole thing happened and then pops up at Louis' concert, and I just can't even, I just have to tell the whole story because it's long. But anyways, yeah, to distract, because he literally knows that if he's with any of the boys that it's going to get so much attention and it's going to go crazy on like social media or whatever. So, yeah. Also, is there a statute of limitation for when I can talk freely on TikTok? Why years later? Well, if you knew everything that happened, like, that's the thing. You just don't even know what's happened. So I have a right to fucking say whatever I feel on TikTok. First Amendment right, freedom of speech. And it's not like I'm freaking lying, so. And also people saying, oh, you know, giving me shit for writing a book. Well, people write songs. What's the fucking difference? You can express your feelings in a song. I can express what I went through in a book. I'm sorry, but it's just such a double standard that is honestly just insane to me. I'll never understand. And it's actually disappointing that I wrote something of experiences that I went through, not only to help other women not feel alone, but to hopefully like give women the bravery to speak on these topics. And because they're topics that are, I feel like, kind of shunned, even though they're so universal, they seem to be so controversial at the same time. So yeah, it's not about the money. I don't need to write a book to make money. I do it because it's something I love and it's something I went through and it's something that you know, maybe a girl can read it and feel less alone in the situation she's in if it's, you know, similar, you know, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's my rant for today. I just had to address some of these comments because I keep saying all this shit everywhere. I know this kind of had like nothing to do with the TikTok that I posted, but it all coincides with each other. And yeah, there's a lot more of the story. So I guess stay tuned because I feel like I'll be answering more questions.